Bro, it's early as hell, but it's empty as shit. Like, look at this shit. There's nobody here. I mean, I get it. It's like 5 a.m. on a Saturday. Like, nobody is awake. But still, like, it's kind of weird to see this park this empty. I was trying to find, like, a cool shot where I could set up the camera. But, like, it just rained last night, so it's, like, soaking wet everywhere. I'm sitting on a wet-ass bench. Like, literally. That wasn't, like, a innuendo or some shit. I've just been in a place where I've just been looking at everything I'm doing. And, like, the same question I tend to ask, like always, is why? Like, why the fuck am I doing what I'm doing? Like, 'cause a lot of times I feel like a lot of this shit that we do, it's like, all of it is a pastime. Even if it's like a big goal or like you're super ambitious and you want to stop world hunger, like, you're gonna die one day. So it's like, it's just a pastime. And eventually, all the shit you did, you might be remembered for a few hundred years, but then like after 1,000 or 2,000, who the fuck is gonna care anymore? And I don't mean to say that in like a pessimistic way. Like I wish, sometimes I get insecure about the way I communicate my thoughts, because I feel like people just look at me as dark and like that's sad, and no one wants to think about the sad shit, right? Because everyone wants to convince themselves that like the things they're doing are significant. And it's like, I just can't relate a lot of the times. Even when I feel like I accomplished something great, I seen like a meme that said, instead of feeling like you feel kind of like a small sense of relief that you finished it, rather than like this big like, oh wow, I did that, you know? Like, I just wrapped on this short film that was a little ambitious, especially considering the fact that it was only like fucking $1,400 in total. And all that money really went to like feeding people and like travel. It was like a month-long film that was really 3 days. It just took a month to film because just getting so many people in one place is difficult. Yeah, bro, I just, I guess I thought I would feel more like happy about it. I thought it would mean more than it did. But when we finished, it was just kind of like, well, that was cool. Now what? I still feel empty inside. Like, everything you do, like, it's supposed to mean something, you know? Or at least that's what I try to, I think maybe that's my problem, right? I try to make meaning out of everything. And like, there's certain points in life where it's like, a lot of things don't mean anything, or they don't have like a definitive meaning. So you won't always get what you think you want. Maybe that's what it is, right? I set an expectation and I think to myself like, yeah, I'm gonna be something, or it's supposed to be a certain type of way. This is a nice view though. Like, let me show you guys. Like, look at this shit. That's the one thing I think is dope about this place. It's like, I get to see the whole city. Like, you know, it's like little things like these. A lot of people, like, especially that live here in New York, they overlook every day. Like, it's weird because it's like, we don't really ever look at the world and think about the fact that a lot of this was built. We just complain about what we don't have. And I'm one of those people, so I get it, you know? It could be annoying. I don't know, I've been thinking about it. Like, I said something earlier. I don't know if I'm gonna include that clip because it was fucking cringe. But just the thing of like, fuck, could I prop this up somewhere, bro? This shit's getting me tight a little bit, bro. Hold on. I wanna get a little more comfortable. You feel me? Like, if I'm gonna be out here for a while. You know, I think it's focusing on the park bench like arm. There we go. There's the boy. There's the guy. I feel like this angle is probably very like not flattering, but we're gonna stick with it, bro. We're gonna stick with it. I don't want to say a lot of what we do is in vain, but it kind of feels like it sometimes. Like, I had a friend recently come to me and ask me and say to me like, yo, if God told you tomorrow like all the shit you're like your goals pretty much, it doesn't mean anything, and like he doesn't want you to pursue them anymore, or like something like that. Like, I'm like kind of butchering what he asked me. It was like a little more like, it didn't sound as bad as I made it sound. And I basically said like, I would listen. Like, if he said pretty much like, yo, like what you want is not what you need, that's pretty much what I got from what he asked me, I would listen to him. Because like, at the end of the day, he knows something that I don't. And I think like a lot of us are so egotistical in the sense that we think we know it all. Even when like we know that we don't, we try and convince ourselves that we do. And like, I also thought about it in the sense like, yes, I want things, like I want to accomplish a lot of shit while I'm here. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Like if I do or if I don't. Now, I'm not saying like, the difference between myself last year and myself this year is like last year, especially like 2021, like 2022, like end of 2021, early 2022, I was very much in the state of like, nothing matters, so you shouldn't do anything. Like, fuck it. Like, you shouldn't do anything at all. Now I'm in a place of, like, nothing matters, but you should do everything you want to do while you're here because of the fact that it's limited. But at the same time, whether you do or whether you don't, who gives a fuck? Of course you want to make family, you want to do, like, meaningful shit. Like, I guess that's why I've been, like, how do I have experiences that are meaningful? Like, I'll tell you a secret, right? I fucking sucked. It's not no secret. Anyone that knew me at the time knows that I fucking sucked at sports in high school and in middle school and in elementary school and just in general. I sucked at basketball. I sucked at football. Shit, I sucked at soccer, and I wanted to be a soccer player in middle school. But I was fucking terrible always. And the main reason why I sucked so much is because I just didn't try. I never felt the will or desire to try or give a fuck at all. I just didn't care. So, like, I fucking sucked, bro. So, like, but recently I've been playing more basketball and, like, just sports in general. And I have a desire to try now. Even on, like, a fucking, like, it could be a simple 2-on-2 with, like, 4 of my friends. And I just want to win. Maybe it's because I've done a lot more boxing. And I picked that up over the years. So, like, my competitive spirit and, like, my male ego is higher. But at the same time, it's like that's been meaningful, playing fucking basketball at 20. Like, you know, like I should be transitioning out of that and trying to do more adult shit because I turned 21 in October. But what's been meaningful is playing basketball. That's what's been meaningful recently, playing basketball and just hanging out with friends and doing fuck all. That's been more meaningful than like making a video like this one or like editing a video. Like, although I enjoy it, it just feels like whenever I do something, I feel like a slight sense of relief, but then it quickly goes away. I think we live in a generation of everything can be and be done with anybody. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's okay to do everything with anybody. Everything is for anybody. And like, I guess to a point where like, if everything is for anybody, then what exactly has value? Right? Like I'll give you guys, I'll tell you guys a little secret, right, about myself. This is not a secret, but it is a secret in a sense. I've been living very, I don't want to say terribly, but like, in terms of like, because I'm very strong on my faith, right? I don't really talk about this much on this channel. Like a lot of you, especially with like the deep thinking I do, would probably assume I'm an atheist, but I'm not. I believe deeply in God and like the Bible and stuff like that. But like the more I think about like what I'm doing and where I'm going, like I've been kind of heathenistic. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing shit I shouldn't be doing. I'm trying to get like more, and like I'm not gonna clarify what I mean by that, but I will say that I'm like completely sober. So I don't smoke or drink. Like I'm sure, if you know me, you know I don't do that. But I've just been heathenistic. I've been doing bullshit I shouldn't be doing, and I'm on like a 90-day celibacy journey. I'm just trying to get like, just like restart. Because like something interesting happened, and like it really made me think like when I meet people, when I hang out with people, when I do things, like I did something recently, and I hung out with this person, and it was like very simple, but like simplicity is what means something. Like for me, it's like not about what the fuck we're doing. It's just the fact that we're doing it, and like just chilling and being out in nature and existing, like just sharing moments with the person. Like slowly, as I was experiencing it, I realized like for them, this is just like another day. Like I'm just like, I don't, like for me, this means everything, right? Because I rarely share moments or like really I'm present with a lot of people. I don't give a fuck most of the time. I don't care to bond with most people. But to them, it was like, it probably meant nothing at all. You know? Good morning. Yeah. That sounds terrible, right? To me, it meant everything, and to them, it meant nothing. Like, that's probably not 100% true. but it felt that way. I guess like everybody, like you don't want to be in a place where you care about something more than somebody else does. Like in any relationship, even a friendship, you don't want to care about something more than someone else does. At least I don't. Because like when you're in that place where you care about something more than someone else does, then like you give them the place to like, they can really take advantage of you. Because like, fuck you. Like, you know, they can really just look at you and say, fuck you. Damn, like I never really think about all these thoughts that exist in my head and like how bad they sound. But I think I want to get more comfortable just expressing them. Because like I often like hold myself back or try and filter myself. But like, especially on the channel, man, fuck that shit, bro. I'm trying to be real, man. I'm trying to be raw. I'm trying to be authentic. I think that's what's missing from the world is that authenticity. Like I'm probably, as I'm talking, I'm probably playing clips of just shit I've been doing with my life to flex on you motherfuckers. Like, yeah, bro, I'm out here doing movies and shit. I'm broke as shit, but I'm filming movies, bro. That's what I'm doing with my life. What the fuck are you doing? Like, that's what social media is, right? You just post a bunch of shit for other people. Like, I hate those bitches that get on Instagram talking about, oh, I felt pretty for myself. No, the fuck you didn't, bro. If you felt pretty for yourself, you would have looked nice, you would have dressed nice, you would have looked good, and you would have took a picture and left it in your fucking phone. You put that shit on your Instagram story, you put it as a post, you reshared it, you liked all the comments that, or maybe you didn't because you're bougie, right? You didn't like all the comments that commented under your post. But the point being, like, you ain't post that shit for yourself, bro. All of us, like, and it's okay, right? It's fine. I just don't agree with lying to yourself or lying to others. Like, it's like, because you could lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself, bro. You got to sit with that at the end of the day. You didn't post that. Like, none of us post for ourselves. Even, like, I think about it. Like, I've been thinking about it more. Like, when I post shit, I really do post for other people, bro. Like, you know, like, when I post some shit or, like, something funny or, like, something goofy or something, like, hilariously sexual, when I do that shit because, like, because I want someone to notice and be like, oh, haha, that's funny. You know, like, I want people to see that and think of me a certain way. But, like, as I'm getting older, I guess, maybe I don't want that. Maybe I've been misrepresenting myself in a lot of ways online out of not only just, like, fear. Well, yeah, that's basically it, like, fear. Going back to the thing of celibacy, I've been trying to be more celibate because I've been trying to get more, like, quote-unquote, right with God, right? And I mean that wholeheartedly. I just say that because I feel like so many people say that, so where it doesn't mean anything anymore. Because, like, what the fuck does, like, for most people, what does that mean? I fucking stared at the sun for 7 hours. Like, I walked around in nature, but I'm still fucking, like, a new person every weekend, so it doesn't matter, right? Because, like, we talk about all this other shit that's like, oh, well, that's demonic. But, bro, fornication is demonic. Like, maybe not in the same sense, but it's bad. God don't want you doing it unless you're marrying the person, right? Like, we forget about that part because, like, it feel like sex is good, right? It feels great. But you ever had sex with the wrong person? Have you ever done that? Because, like, I know a lot of people say, like, post-nut clarity, but I promise you, I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but whenever I've done that, or when I have, it don't feel like just post-nut clarity, right? Because post-nut clarity is just, like, this, like, surface-level guilt of, like, oh, well, I probably shouldn't have done that way. But for me, it's more like, I shouldn't have done that at all. Like, my body shakes. When I get alone, I realize, like, I don't give a shit about you. I don't care. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to exist in the same space as you. I'm disgusted by not just myself, but by you too. Yeah, bro. And I've also been thinking more and more about the fact that, like with the world we live in a world where we literally go out of our ways to prevent pregnancy after sex, when pregnancy is supposed to be the result of sex. Like pregnancy, diseases, all that shit. Like, we go out of our ways to prevent all of that shit when... But I'm not saying diseases are natural, but pregnancy is, bro. Like, it's natural. It's something that's supposed to happen. But we have so many contraceptives, and we embrace and embark on them, and we use them. And, like, it gets to a point where, like, I even had to question myself, like, look, if you're going out of your way to use birth control, use condoms, use all this shit to prevent having a kid with somebody, should you be even fucking them? Like, should you be fucking that person? If like, everything you're doing is to prevent having a child with them. Because you know deep down, like, you can say, oh, I'm not ready for it. But, like, if you're ready for sex, then to some extent you are kind of embracing the thing of, like, I'm ready for a kid. Like, subconsciously you're saying that because the end result of sex is supposed to be a child. Because, like, motherfuckers talk, right? Like I know there's this, like, red pill ideology that, like, oh, well, I want multiple women. I want to have sex with multiple women and have multiple families and, like, and that's it. But, like, my woman can't do any of that shit. And, like, I get it to some extent. But you know what it is really? Like, it's when people hyperfixate on the sex aspect, but they don't hyperfixate on the responsibility that comes with that sex aspect, right? Besides just the kids, like, taking on multiple women, bro, you got to be, in this economy, you got to be good, bro. Like, you got to be doing good. Either you got to be doing really good or doing really bad. Because the only person that really has that much time to focus on women is someone that don't got nothing going on, bro. Like, for real. To chase ass all the time, bro, you have to have nothing going on, like, at all. And then there's another thing, like, I meant to do this in, like, another video, bro, like, earlier, but basically it's just, like, there's this other thing, like, I think, like, one of the fucking red pill godfathers posted this shit online where he pretty much said, like, the quickest way to become successful is to get a fucking vasectomy. A vasectomy, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about at that point? A vasectomy? Bro, you're literally cutting off your ability to have kids. And then, like, the idea is, like, oh, well, you get a vasectomy when you're 20, and then you reverse it when you're 30. Like, why? Yo, why? It's like, oh, it's idiot-proof. Nigga, that sounds like an idiot fucking thing to do. Like, why the fuck would you ever do? Like, that's the type of shit that's been, like, making me sad, bro. Like, that keeps me up at night. That there's motherfuckers out here thinking that getting a vasectomy is the quickest way to success. Because you get all that success, you get all the shit that you want, and then what? You can't have kids anymore. Imagine you have to tell the wife that you finally settled down with. Because deep down, bro, as much as us niggas like to talk, as much as these women online like to talk, we all just want that one someone, bro. Well, most of us do. Maybe not everyone does, but most of us do just want that one someone. But we're all scared and in fear. We all do this stupid shit to keep us, like, try and give ourselves leverage. Like, bro, why? I'm doing all these mind games, like, oh, I didn't text her back for 7 hours. Hopefully she knows that I'm really high value. Oh, well, I'm going to post this thing on social media. Hopefully it gets them mad. Why the fuck do we do that shit? Why can't it just be like, yo, I like you. Word, I like you too. Let's get together. Oh, it didn't work out? Ah, that sucks. Let's try again with someone else. It don't work like that, though. People just so fucking... Like, life is so simple, but we overcomplicate it, and I don't get it. Like, yes, we're animals, but we're more than that. We're not just animals. If that was the case, we just fucking fight all the time. That's what animals do, right? Because they live on instinct. You know, it's weird because now I'm comfortable talking, and, like, I don't feel weird about the fact that I have a camera pointed at me. I'm talking into my phone, and people are watching me because I'm a tall black man in all black at 6 a.m. in the morning sitting on a park bench. They can't see the camera, but they could definitely see my ass. Yeah, I even said good morning to somebody, bro. Like, what's wrong with me? Am I feeling all right today? I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, and here I am at 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. What time is it? 6:20. It's 6:20 in the morning. Here I am ranting about just bullshit. That probably doesn't matter, right? I have a show later. It's one of my boys' shows. Isaiah, shout out to him, bro. Isaiah Keaton. He pretty much just wants me to come help him out, like, set up and, like, direct motherfuckers with cameras. And that's also weird to me because, like, the more I think, like, that's another weird thing. Like, you want me to, like, bro, first of all, I don't realize this, but, like, a lot of my friend group or even just people I associate with are, like, years older than me. Like, 3 to 8 years, 9, 10 years, 11 years older than me, bro. But, like, I have to direct these people on what to do. I have to tell them what to do. They look to me for guidance. Or, like, not like some, like, father-son shit, but, like, they look to me for my input. Like, for my strategic mind. It's like, how the fuck does that work, bro? I want to be the little bro. Deep down. Like, I want to be the comfortable one. Good morning. It's just like, I don't know. I've been kind of conflicted about that shit. But yeah, I'm going to be directing, like, where the camera people are going to be stationed. Because, like, a lot of them are new. But we're just trying to capture footage for, like, so we could, like, edit it together and post it somewhere. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's funny, another story, right? Because like at this point, I'm just talking, right? If I'm just talking, I'm probably gonna do this more. It actually feels really good. I'm glad I got outside today and did this. But there was this other day where I went to I'm gonna change the camera angle. Damn, my pants are fucking soaked, bro. I'm gonna get inside and like fucking burn these pants. Damn, I don't think this is better. But like now I look like a fucking shadow, bro. Speaking of shadows, I have a short film releasing about like a guy and his like shadow self and shit. So like yeah, I guess this is fitting. It comes out next week. But yeah, I've just been in I went to this networking event, and like I didn't expect much, right? Like I went with the intention to like, all right, at the very least, I get to hang out with some friends. And it was kind of weird for that reason. Like, 'cause like networking events sounds stupid. Like it's like I come here to this place, and it's like all these other people that do like similar shit to me, or like they all do creative shit. So it's like, hey, I hold the camera. Hey, well, I stand in front of the camera. Well, hey, I tell the person that holds the camera, that's recording the person standing in front of the camera, what to do. It's like, oh, hey, I fucking keep track of everything that's going on. I keep track of how long we have for the person that's holding the camera and the person that's telling the person with the camera. So, like, you get the point, bro. Like, after a while, it's like, we're just talking here. Like, there's a lot of that shit in LA, bro. Like, when I went to fucking filmmaker parties and, like, shit that I got invited to, it was just, like, a bunch of superficial, like, oh, hey, hi. Like, bro, you're not going to talk to this person ever again in your fucking life. Why are you trying to be so nice to them? I don't understand that, right? So when I go to network events, I don't ever expect much. I went with two of my friends, and yeah, Isaiah was one of them. And as we were fucking there, like, I get there and he's just like, oh, so you're gonna go network? I'm like, nah, bro, that's y'all job. And I was so serious. So like, that's what happened. Like, but it wasn't bad. Like, I met some cool people, and it was like a cool situation. Like just the people I did talk to, it was cool. I'm glad that I went. But it's just like, bro, like, I just hate the idea of like just like that fake shit, bro. Like pretending. Yo, you know what's funny? I just realized I have to walk home with a wet ass because like my pants are soaked. But like the shit I'm doing to get this video off right now is crazy. Like I have to walk home with a wet spot on my ass. It's gonna look wild, but I don't give a fuck at this point, bro. We're in too deep. We're in too deep. How am I gonna conclude this video? Or like, am I even gonna conclude it? How long are we going? Like 21 minutes? Okay. I don't know what I'm trying to do, and I think that's the problem. Like I don't know what I'm trying to do. I just finished my first year of teaching. That was cool. Like to be a teacher at 20 years old and to teach like fucking film and boxing. That's pretty cool. Maybe I'll talk about that more another time. But like, I've really been in the space like I don't know what to do. I'm pretty open. Like I don't care, bro. At this point, like I feel like life is really just a bundle of experiences. So why limit yourself to just I want to be an artist, or I want to be an actor, I want to be a fucking director. Like yeah, I want to do all that shit, but maybe I want to be a fucking construction worker too, bro. Like fuck it. Who cares, right? Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Stop holding it. Like, what are you holding yourself back, bro? You sitting back in fear? Like, bro, you think some people don't give a shit. Like, most people, like, most people don't give a shit. Like, bro, I've been recording here for mad long. Now, there's actually people outside. Because, like, before I was dead, but there's people outside. There's a guy to my left doing Tai Chi and, like, jogging in place. There's, like, been people that walked by. I've said goodbye to a few. Some looked at me like I was crazy. Some said good morning back. But no one gives a fuck, bro. I've been doing this shit. I'm fucking ranting and talking like a madman to a camera on a wet bench, talking into a phone. And people are looking at me and concerned about their day. Like, no one gives a shit. Do it. Like, what the fuck you fucking pussy? Do it, bro. Do it. Holding yourself back for what? Just do it.
I was cooking him in ball last
No, he
game.
wasn't.
I got the last bucket on him and one.
Bro,
On his head,
what's
bro.
your score, bro?
On his head top, bro.
What's your score?
On his head top. What was the
Didn't
score?
you get like 2 wins, 3 losses, bro? My shit is 2 wins, 1 loss, bro.
You know why he got 2 wins and 1 loss? Because everybody that was losing didn't pick him up because he's fucking whack. They picked me up because they knew I was putting in that pain. So I played more, so I lost more. Feel me?
Bro, you still lost, bro. Your ratio is still cooked. Come on now. Last time I checked, I'm a positive
All
ratio.
I'm saying is, last time we played, the last game that we played, I did an and 1 on your head for the game winner. What the fuck?
That nigga just walked past him and said, KY.
The line is going to charge at you forward, right? And it's going to like try to bite you, alright? So what you gotta do, jump the fuck over it at the right moment as it charges. Use its weight to its advantage. Push its head down, get over it. Once he can't see, just keep fucking doing it. Keep fucking doing it. And boom, that nigga can't see. Lost half his senses and now he's crying like a bitch.
Half his senses, just his eyes. That's half his senses?
I'm pretty sure we got 5.
This nigga said if you're in a fight with a lion, take his back Hey, gouge his eyes out.
His back.
How the fuck you gonna take it back?
Look, y'all niggas is doing the wrong method, so I'm thinking really, really realistically, alright? So when the line